Welcome to PioPitch 2020, the series where we speak with local business leaders about how they're innovating for our community, a conversation which is doubly important right now due to COVID-19. Today I have with me Larry Sloter, the owner of the Busy Bee restaurant in Marietta. How are you doing today, Larry?
I'm doing great. Glad to be here.
So let's start from the bottom. That seems to be the most logical. How's business going?
Well, we're continuing to move forward. So, personally, we're all healthy. We're checking temps. We're doing all of the correct things to make sure that myself and the staff are healthy every day. So things are going well there. The business is still trying to recover. It was a big hit that we took, and a lot of steps that we have to follow to make sure that we're meeting all of the guidelines. But we are operating. We're running well. We're doing as well as we hoped we could be doing through this, and just forward till tomorrow to continue.
How has COVID-19 affected your ability to maintain business? Have you had to take any steps in order to keep going?
Well, so originally when the dining room closure order was put forth, we had to do a lot of adjustments to try to stay open.
Mhm.
We are a breakfast lunch diner. We close at 2 o'clock every day. So we had to make adjustments to allow for customers to still receive our food products. So we started opening for dinner. We started offering family style to go meals, really branched out from what we typically do, try to meet customer demands. We did grocery boxes where we would, sell our fresh baked bread and our local bacon and our local eggs as a grocery pack that we delivered, and that some people could just stop by the restaurant and pick up. So those were a few changes that we made to our hours, our product offerings, to try to meet the demand of the community and help folks out. Because early on, individuals did not want to go out. They were afraid to go to the grocery store. So it made sense to get some of those basic breakfast necessities just by stopping by the restaurant.
And those efforts have been successful, in your opinion.
Well, that helped us get through the shutdown. That allowed us to keep employees working, and to manage things as effectively as we could as we rolled through the dining room closure. Right before, dining rooms were ready to be opened, we did close down for a couple weeks to do a kitchen remodel to meet what we were doing in the front of the restaurant, and adding an outdoor dining area. So we needed to make several changes. So we did close for a few weeks so we could get that done. Once we reopened, we really were able to hit the ground running. Obviously we're meeting all of the demands that are required for social distancing and safety and sanitation, but we are doing the best that we can within those confines and following those guidelines.
Have you been able to take advantage of any assistance programs, government aid, anything like that? Have those resources played a role in your recovery process?
Well, the primary way that we were able to stay open during the dining room closure was by taking advantage of the payroll protection plan program. So we did qualify for that. We were able to get 8 weeks of payroll. So it allowed me to keep my staff on, and we were able to manage that way. That's part of the reason that we were able to do really low prices on some of our dinner meals, our food. Because we had payroll taken care of. So we tried to give our customers a break in the price point to be able to handle that. And, that really allowed us to get through. We did qualify for the SBA's Economic Disaster Relief Loan Program. And that's kind of what has set us up for, the next 6 month cycle here, to make sure that all of the needs are being met and to allow for the downturn. Because while we bounce back, we are not, at 100%. We're not doing the same sales revenue we were doing last year at this time. And, we're doing well, but we're not doing, as well as we were going into the closure.
Were those programs sufficient, in your opinion? Did they provide you enough resources to get where you wanted to be? Or would you have preferred to see them expanded in some way?
Yeah, I think the PPP program specifically, I think for my business and for what we operate with, having that at a 12-week rotation instead of qualifying it at 8 weeks would have really allowed us to not only get through the shutdown, but to reopen more effectively.
Could you speak a bit more on your reopening process, what that looks like?
So for us, we combined the shutdown and the reopening with the opportunity to do some renovation. So for us specifically, the goal was to come out of this as a stronger restaurant than we went into it. Cleaner, faster, stronger, more efficient. Those types of things is what we were really looking for. So um, our dining room was completely renovated. All of the surfaces were replaced. Everything is now super easy to clean, easy to wipe down. Everything can be sanitized. So, COVID kind of forced the requirements to that. And it's something that we've wanted to do for a while anyhow. So all the flooring was redone. The wall surfaces were redone. All of the electrical and lighting and everything is now in a position that it's easy to clean, easy to wipe down. In addition, we also opened an outside patio. So we were able to pick some of the seating that we lost inside by having additional seating outside. And, long term, once the social distancing guidelines are released, that'll really allow us to serve that extra number of customers that should allow us to start recover from this shutdown.
Given your experiences, what advice would you give to business owners, particularly restaurant owners like you, who aren't sure what continuing business right now looks like, who are in difficult situations?
For me, the advice that I give, everyone, any business owner that I talk to, but specifically in restaurants, is focus on what you do best and really hone in on those skills. Use this, because everyone's business is a little slow right now. It's just the way that it's going to be. So work on the processes to get faster, cleaner, more effective, more efficient. That way you're a stronger restaurant. And, right now it's hard to hire. It's hard to get new people in, and it's tough from a business owner standpoint as to whether we're going to have the funds and the finances to make that happen. So by becoming, by really honing in on, mistake prone areas, on, focus on what they do well and do it better, and focus on the areas that are, that you need to improve, and put guidelines in effect that are going to make that happen, and really come out as a better operation. And that covers every aspect, not just the restaurant industry.
Just about out of time, it seems. Thank you so much for coming and speaking with us. I've really enjoyed chatting with you. You're obviously very well spoken on your experiences. How about you tell us where you're located so people can get out there and make sure your efforts are worth it?
Absolutely. We're located at 226 Gilman Avenue. We're in historic Palmer Village on Marietta's west side. Just come across the Putnam Street Bridge and hang a left, and you'll see us a block down.
Once again, thank you so much for coming on and speaking with us. It's been a pleasure. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You do the same.